My biggest fear. My biggest fear is one day I'm hearing, Daddy, so what was your dream? And I'm having to stare at my children face to face and tell them the reason as to why I never went after my dreams, while simultaneously telling them, also, by the way, yeah, no, you should believe in yourself. You should go after what you really want. You know, if you have a dream, you should go after it. And they stare at me asking, what was your dream? And I'm having to describe to them the reason as to why I never went after my goals. You know, son, daughter, you talking to your children. You know, well, it's this thing, you know, I was going through a period of life where life was just getting very difficult. It was near enough impossible for me to go out and strive for what I really wanted. So that's why it kind of, you know, derailed my life. But then guess what? I met your mom as well. Yeah, I met your mom. And then, you know, it was going through hardship. It was struggling. You're waffling and rambling to the very same inspiration, the people that who inspired you, aka your kids, who inspired you to go after a better life, to go after something completely unique, different. I want the best for them. These are all the things and all of the words that comes out of your mouth consistently. You know, imagine if God gave you an opportunity to see where you should have been at your deathbed, or even he gave you an opportunity to see where you should have been in 10 years time, and you're living a rich, successful life. Money is not everything. We all know that, all right? Money is not everything, but it sure does help. I'm sure the people who are very honest and real, they can agree with me. Money does help. Why? It buys you time. It's resources and allows you to do things for your loved ones, do things for your kids, things that you wouldn't otherwise be able to do. Why? Because you have resources, aka money, right? So now you've got these kids, you have these kids that you so-called love. You have these kids that you will die for. I beg to differ on a lot of you guys, because if you're not in the gym, staying healthy for these kids that you die for, aren't you lying to yourself? Aren't you saying I will die for my kids, but you're technically not? Because if you're out of shape, if you're not striving after money, I would hate to say it like that, but it's really and truly, that's what's going to make the big difference. Aren't you doing yourself a disservice by becoming better, by striving after things that they're not the average guy is going after? You know, you might have gone through a loss. Recently, I had a comment on my videos saying, Ronnie MP, please help me. I've lost a close friend and things are not the best right now. What more can you tell someone who's lost a close friend apart from you're going to have to overcome? You're going to have to overcome the obstacles that's in front of you that seems that you can never overcome it. You're going to have to. There's no other choice except for going through pain, going through struggle. I don't care. If you can't go through it, fly over it. If you can't fly over it, dig a tunnel and go underneath. Find a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. And that's my message that I'm telling you right now. Where there's a will, there's a way. Look, I'll tell you this, yeah? This happened to me when I was 15 years old. We were in Africa, and it's about to get dark right now. But we were in Africa, and I was born where there was war going on, okay? This is deep Central Africa, right in the middle of Congo. There was war going on, and at one point I came across a grenade. But I didn't know it was a grenade. It was a circular thing. I was young, I thought it was a fruit. I remind myself consistently of this day, 2 of these days, which I'm going to tell you, but which will make sense, where I thought it was a fruit and everything. And it was only my mother from a distance that saw, no, it was actually like a live, literally a grenade, where picked me up just in time. We ran and never came back to that location. But this is the depressing thing though. 2 weeks after, that bomb exploded. And the rest is self-explanatory, right? So I was this close from not being here, not making this video that will touch, not might, that will touch you, okay? That will touch you the more you keep listening to what's about to take place. And then the second time, I can't lie, Second time is really and truly where I was like, okay, cool. These are the moments where you either overcome, you get on top of things, or you allow yourself to be consumed, and then before you know it, it's GG's, game over. The second time was when I saw my life flash before my eyes. Literally saw my eyes. Maybe you've had that experience as well. But I saw my life flash before my eyes when I was in the middle of a football game. We were playing, this was at university, okay, in the UK. We were playing football, everything was fine and everything, and out of nowhere, my eyes roll back and I'm out. But it was an outer body experience where I could see myself and I could see people around me like, panicking and freaking out. What's happening? Oh, somebody get some water, get some chocolate, or get some sugar. People, obviously, they've never experienced this. It was just a bunch of my friends. They've never experienced this. I could hear everything. I can't lie to you guys. I was dead. Okay, I was dead. All right, but I could see everything that was going on and how people were panicking. And before this happened, I saw my life flash before me. I saw when I was younger. I saw all of the stories. I saw all of the YouTube videos I've made, all of the failures, all of the success, and I could almost get emotional talking about it. But I knew that time I was dead. But guess what? This is where this video started. The one thing that kept on going through my mind was the kids that I wanted to have, I would never have. The books, the videos that I wanted to make that could inspire at least one individual, I would never make. It was from that day that I took a decision that I don't care about subscribers. I don't care about likes. I don't care about comments. But my goal is if I reach at least one individual, if I'm able to touch at least just that one person, my job is finished. My job is done. If I'm able to inspire one individual to take action and say, you know what, I only have one life, and so far, it feels like I've been wasting it. So what can I do to stop wasting my life? I don't know, maybe get up. One, that's a start. Maybe start hitting the gym. Because don't forget, a healthy body is a healthy mind. And a healthy mind is unstoppable. Don't forget, popular figures in history, reasons as to why they were scary and dangerous, the popular figures, or the most inspirational figures in history, wasn't because, oh, they're super strong and then something's going to happen. No. It was their influence what was scary. Why? Because they become martyrs. You end up taking out the wrong person. You can kill the body, but you can't kill the idea. You know? And that's what I want you to start developing. Start developing ideas. Become a master of ideas, because your life is one idea away from changing. So become a master, almost like a bender, you know, a airbender. If you've seen the Avatar, the movie, you know exactly what I'm referencing, okay? Become an individual where you can literally bend time and say, okay, cool, I'm going to try this idea. It doesn't work. Okay, cool. We'll move on to the next. After 6 months, after a year, doesn't work. It's okay. I call them collecting tokens, collecting gems, collecting failure tokens. The more you collect, the more you eventually reach that final number. So your success number, for example, can end up being 900, meaning you're going to have to fail 899 times before you obtain success. Meaning if you don't fail for 899 times, you will never reach that 900 token that will take you over to the success. Because don't forget, one success outdoes all of the failures in your life ever. You don't need a bunch of wins. You just need one thing to work out and your life could change. And if you've got the mindset, if you've got the perseverance, if you've got the eagerness, you're willing to do whatever it takes for your future kids or for your current kids right now. If you have kids, I promise you, not only will your life look different, not only will you be able to achieve the unachievable, don't forget, it's called stubbornness. And then all of a sudden, it's called, oh, he had perseverance. Don't forget, at one point, people will be like, why don't you just give up, man? You're so stubborn. And then when you eventually make it, oh my days, he was so dedicated, man. He had perseverance. He was amazing. I wish I had your boldness. I wish I was able to, carry on moving along and perceiving things the way you would perceive it. So, my message to you, my friend, is don't give up. Keep on keeping on. Because one day, one of these days, it will happen for you. And the day it does, you will thank yourself as to why you never give up. Subscribe, like, share this to someone who needs to hear this. Ronnie MP, SNT, and I'll catch you out.